Okay, so this is my freaking 8th attempt to do the Gossip Girl review for Monday. I'm so sorry that it's now Thursday and I'm doing it from Monday's show. I cannot just, okay, I'm gonna do it this time. It's gonna go on here. Alright. Okay, so, the beginning starts, Blair and, Jenny, you know how they are, they don't like each other. You know, they don't. Jenny has a new boyfriend, Asher, and Blair's ex-posse is in love with him. They all like him. They do. And Jenny is throwing this big party for him, and Blair's not invited. Big surprise. Okay, moving on. So Serena and Dan, you know, are in the hallway making out, kissing, and Dan sees Asher and Jenny kissing, and Serena goes, oh, go make nice with him. So Dan does. That's what he does. And while he's gone, her hotel clerk calls her and says that she has a package at her hotel. And Serena asks from who? And it's from Georgina Sparks, the worst enemy right now of the show. So Serena's not happy. So Dan goes to say hi to Asher, and he goes to kind of like chase after him, and when he does, he goes around the corner and he sees Asher kissing another guy. A guy, guys, yeah. So he's freaked out by this, and he ends up confronting Jenny first, and she doesn't believe him. And then he confronts Asher, and they get into like a little argument, and it's not really worth talking about. It isn't. Okay, so Jenny posted all over the internet that she's still in that party, but she tells her dad that she is going to this choir practice thing, which is so unbelievable because it's at night. Okay, whatever, Jenny. So I don't even know what she was thinking, but yeah, she posted all over the internet. So Dan tells Gossip Girl about Asher and his little gay frenzy, and it's all over the place. And Jenny tells her whole little group of friends that it's not true. And she tells her friends that they had sex already. Okay. Anyway, moving on. So Serena, you know, not too happy about the little present that she gets from Georgina. She goes home and it's a videotape. She pops it into her laptop and we hear noises. It sounds like a sex tape. It's not. That's all I'll tell you. It's not a sex tape, but it does really sound like it. And after she sees it, she looks like she's about to peel over and die because she looks like a ghost. She's scared and she takes the video and hides it in her drawer. So Jenny is about to leave for her party, and her dad goes, "Why are you going to the party for?" And she goes, "What party? Yeah, Jenny, you're not fooling nobody." So he opens her bag and then there's a dress, and he goes, "You know, you're not going to this party." And she goes, "Yes, I am." It's a really good dramatic scene. She goes, "Yes, I am. I'm not your little girl no more," and blah, 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 blah. And he goes, "You know, you lost my trust, and if you walk out the door, you lose my respect, too." And guess what? She walks out that door. She sure does. Okay, so Serena goes home. She leaves after, remember that video, but she comes home again, and she's about to leave after she witnessed the videotape when her mom goes, "Where are you going?" "Hello, we have a guest." And it's Georgina. Dun, dun, dun. Yep, it's Georgina. So ironic, right? So they're all sitting down, and Serena's pissed that she's there, and you know, they're talking about Lily's wedding and stuff like that, and Georgina's like, "Oh, you know, I love New York. Love is in the air." Lily and Mr. Bass, Serena and Dan, Eric, which is aka Serena's little brother, Eric and Asher. What? Eric and Asher? And I forgot to tell you this. Before, Eric tried to warn Jenny that Asher wasn't the right guy for him. Little did she know, Eric is, with Asher. So Eric leaves. Serena's pissed at, Georgina, and Lily can't believe that her son's gay. That's pretty much what happens. So we switch to the party that Jenny is throwing, and Blair's there. She wasn't invited. But she had her little posse steal Asher's phone because she wants to do something with it. Now, it is not exactly explained what exactly she does, and through future references what she does do. I guess we have to find out in the next episode what exactly she did do, because you don't find out. But she goes to Asher and says, I need to talk to you. And she goes, I know the truth about you. And he goes, oh, really? And she goes, and I have the phone to prove it. And he goes, oh, what's inside the phone? It's not real. She goes, you want to bet? And Eric comes and he goes, it is true. And then Jenny comes. I'm like, oh, shit. So Eric is like, you tell everybody where we were at this morning. He goes, I wasn't with you. I was with Jenny this morning. Tell him, Jenny. And Jenny's like, yeah. Okay. Yeah, he was with me. You know she's lying. So this big fuss, and Eric goes, just do it. And Blair presses this button on the phone, and I don't know what she does. I'm so mad. I want to know what she did. So Eric leaves, and Blair is about to leave, and the posse's pissed at Jenny now. They're like, we don't want to be your friends no more. Blair, what are you doing? Blair's like, I'm going home, but tomorrow you can meet me for lunch. And Jenny's crying because she just lost her little friends. Okay. So we meet with Serena and Dan at a coffee shop. And he goes, I want you to meet my friend Sarah. Remember Sarah, who he wants her to meet so bad? It's Georgina Sparks again. And, you know, I don't know what exactly she's trying to do, but it's getting me angry. So, but she pretty much tells Serena pretty much tells Georgina that they're not friends anymore, and Georgina's kind of like threatening her and saying they are, so it's pretty effed up. So Jenny comes home and she's crying and she goes back to her dad, blah blah blah. So it's nighttime and Blair is sitting there on her couch in the living room. Someone walks through the elevator and it's Jenny. And Jenny is like, you know, Blair, you win. I'm done with this, and I lost the respect of my family. I don't want to do this anymore. If this is what it's going to take, I don't want to do it. And Blair told her, you know, I told you what she did. I told you this is what's going to happen. You know, you have to pay a price if you do not have money. Which Jenny doesn't have the money. You know, she had to sell her sew and quit kit and a whole bunch of other crap just to stay with that clique. But I think they have a kind of understanding now because, you know, Blair was like, oh, you put up a good fight, though. And they kind of smiled back at each other, and Jenny walked away. So, I don't know, there might be less tension now between them. I don't know. Okay, so the last scene of the episode, Blair is being woken up by a knock at the door, and it is Serena, and she is crying hysterically. Crying. And she's like, Blair's like, what is wrong? And Serena goes, I cannot tell you. I have a secret I can't even tell you. And Blair and her are having this whole confrontation. And Blair's like, you could tell me anything. I'm your best friend. And Serena comes out and says she killed somebody. Oh, yeah. And obviously the tape had something to do with her killing somebody because she went all freaked out. So it's not a sex tape. Okay, but here's my predictions, really quick. Blair, she's going to find out what Georgina's doing this time, and she's going to do some evil. That's why I love Blair. She's going to do some evil because she's Blair. She can do her evil ways. But next week I will have it on time, I promise.